Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Occult Think Tank. My name is Greg. Happy New Year, everyone. In this video, I am going to be addressing comments from a Christian, and I'm going to try and not lose my temper. Although, I could get passionate in this. This starts out with what I call the sickeningly sweet idea of Jesus. It is something that I understand this and I see it. I can even see in myself where I would have thought this back when I was around 16 and honestly didn't know shit. All I knew was what I had heard from having to go to church every Sunday growing up. I knew about Jesus, the disciples, and all that happy shit, and basically what I call the hippie Jesus. The peace and love Jesus. That figure, what I look at that as, is no different than the text 783 as Jesus was posing as God and wanting to try and give you, I'm here to give you, you want a prize. Text me at, contact me, you want a prize. That's Jesus. He's a scam. It's a fake. It's not real. If you buy into it, you're going to be taken. And what you're going to see in this generally makes me concerned for Christians, especially with online scams. Because what I'm doing when I'm dealing with these people is, you could think of me as the virus detector, and I'm giving warnings, red lights flashing, look out, be careful, scam. And they're just basically smacking the virus detector and being, shut up, you're not telling the right thing. You're not detecting the right thing. This is good stuff. And the whole while, they're being taken over by viruses. Or they're being scammed out of all their fucking money. Because I had pointed out to this Jacob with his sickeningly sweet bullshit this. Now, before I go into all of that, he claims, and I really want you to see this, Matthew 10:34, Jesus isn't talking about a literal sword. He is saying that if you follow him, you will be hated, attacked, and insulted. Jacob, stop your fucking lying. Note, Jacob, in this, you are claiming, he is saying, let's see if he's actually saying that. We're going to compare. Now, people, in the comments, tell me which one of us is going by what's in the Bible and which one of us is making shit up. Because here is Matthew 10:34. Now, what we're looking for is, he is saying, if you follow him, you will be hated, attacked, insulted, etc. Okay, we're looking for any of that. Matthew 10:34. Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I have come to set man at variance against his father, daughter against her mother, daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. I haven't seen, not once so far, hated, you will be hated, attacked, insulted. Well, the words attacked and insulted are not in here. And hated is actually after what I talk about. But a man's foes will be they of his own household. Actually, hated is not in here at all. Nowhere. Nowhere in Matthew 10 through even 37 are the words that he is saying, Jacob, you are saying, he is saying, how is he saying something that isn't even there? You're making shit up. Do not, Jacob, never fucking accuse me of putting things in the Bible that aren't there when you're the one fucking doing it. Jesus never said shit about being hated, attacked, or insulted. I can show it to you again. I didn't write this shit, Jacob. You are claiming he said something that he did not say. It is not there. You are lying. Are you capable, Jacob, of telling the truth? Is the truth something you cannot tell? And to say, it's not a literal sword. Really? How about, you don't want to say, even though he had said, I am come, think not that I've come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So what he's actually saying, you are saying, oh, he's not saying that. But what he's not mentioned, that's what he's saying. Jacob, in the comment section, explain to me, Jerry, and everyone else, how is Jesus, what he is saying, he's not saying, and what he's not said, that's what he's saying. This is madness. This is, I don't want to hear what's actually there. I want to see my bullshit. The problem is, Jesus is talking about a literal sword. Reason? I'm going to have to... Verse 36. Luke 22:36. Then he said unto them, but now that he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath a sword, and hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. I bet Jacob will say, he's not talking about a literal sword. No, he's just telling you to sell your clothes, sell everything you have to buy a sword. But it gets better. For I say unto you that this that is written must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among the transgressors for things. The thing is, this is not even talking. That is actually I question whether Jesus actually said this or if this was put in by the church, because this doesn't even fit anything regarding the Messiah. The Messiah was not supposed to die. The Messiah was supposed to accomplish and bring about the things that you would visibly be able to see and recognize. This is the Messiah because of what they do, the actions that they take. And the thing is, this is referencing Isaiah 53 that is not Masonic. It's not about the Messiah at all. It is about the Jewish people. But for things concerning me have an end. I thought Jesus is supposed to be eternal. I thought Jesus is forever, that you have this relationship with Jesus. The relationship with someone you never met, with a fantasy in your head. And they said, Lord, behold, look, behold, Jacob, here are two swords. Are they, what, wait, Jacob, is that, they're not actually swords, they're prunes. Or they're butt plugs. What he's actually saying, you make shit up. But here are two swords. And he said unto them, this is Jesus talking, it is enough. Now, to put this in modern terms, that would be like Jesus, maybe ghetto Jesus, going into the hood and saying, if you have any money or any of your, even your clothes, sell everything you have and buy you a gun. Get you a gun. And then his homies be, oh, look, here are two guns. It's enough. Jacob, how can you claim and not be a lying shit that he's not talking about a literal sword? How do you get that? And not just put your fingers in your ears, close your eyes, la la la, I don't want to hear you, I don't see anything. That is what you're all about. And to say the second one made no sense. But before I get to that, everybody see, he is trying to claim the aspect of Peter picking up a sword and defending him. Yeah. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it even happened. Because I don't believe Jesus actually existed. I think it's all fictional character. But the aspect of the brought her before him and the let the 77,000 angels wipe humanity from the face of the universe. But he didn't. You know why he didn't, Jacob? It's not in the Bible. That is not there at all. Let me just check. I looked the 77,000 up. That doesn't exist. Let's try humanity. Atheist, can you guess? Humanity, not in the Bible. Okay, how about universe? Is universe in the Bible? Universe, not in the Bible. How about face? Face. Now, face, just face, comes up 416 times. But the rest of that shit, I mean, it took. How about, let me go to another one because we're talking angels. The word angels, if I type it right, the word angels comes up 94 times in 92 verses. And let's just go to the Hebrew at what angels actually means. And here you guys can see angels. To dispatch as a deputy, a messenger, specifically of God, that is an angel, a prophet, priest, teacher, ambassador, angel, king, messenger. So essentially, an angel is a messenger. But according to Jacob, I don't even know what he's trying to reference, because that whole thing that I have highlighted in red, it's not in the Bible. It's what Christians do. I'm not going to touch it because it's come directly from his ass. I should have made it brown instead of red because it's got the poopy turds just dripping off of it. because that's where he pulled it out of. He's pulling it out of his ass. But the second one makes no sense to him. What makes no sense to Jacob is Ezekiel 18:21. It renders Jesus unnecessary. Jacob doesn't understand this. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he has committed, keep my statutes and do what is lawful and right, he shall surely live, he shall not die. Jacob Collins cannot understand that. That is just too, I guess I'm talking Greek. Or somebody, can somebody get on either side of Jacob, grab his hands that his fingers are in his ears, and pull his fingers out of his ears? And somebody get him to stop going, la 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 la, because he doesn't want to hear this. He doesn't want to see it. Because this makes Jesus unnecessary. If the wicked will turn from all his sins, in short, turning from your sins means changing your behavior. But if you just want to go by the words on the page, if the wicked will turn from the sins he has committed, keep my statutes, which I would say, your statutes, but do that which is lawful and right. Don't break the law, fuckwad. And Jacob, if you're one of these Christians that say, Christians can't obey the law. Really, how are you not in jail then? You can't not rape women. You can't not molest children. You can't not steal things. You just can't help yourself. I mean, why women walk around if they're not for me to rape them? You just, that's apparently what Christians think. Thing is, he shall surely live, he shall not die. How do you not understand this? Change your behavior, do what is right, obey the law. You don't have anything to worry about. You're not going to die. You will live forever. Because if, as Christians claim, Genesis 2:17, that thou shalt surely die. Oh, that was spiritual. So in Genesis 2:17, thou shalt surely die. That's spiritually. But over here, he shall live, he shall not die. That's not spiritual. That's physically. Why? Why are you getting to change that in one place it's spiritually, the other place that's physically? Why? Because that's what you want to try and play. Do you think, Jacob, do you become immortal when you obey the law? Really think about that. Do you think the Bible is even saying that? That if you obey the law and do what is right, you'll be immortal. You'll be a fucking Highlander without having to cut off any heads. Is that what it's saying? Jacob, I don't want to say, are you stupid, but fuck me running. Are you stupid? You don't need Jesus. This would have been a perfect place. I mean, they could have saved some fucking, because when this bullshit was written, it was written by hand. So somebody's hand could have been getting fucking tired. Why not just make it fucking easy and say, but I'm sending a fucking jackass. All you have to do is think he's King Poobah, maybe suck his dick, fondle his balls, maybe deep throat a little bit. You might gag, but you don't have to pay for anything. You could do anything you fucking want. Just suck his dick, play with the balls, maybe reach around and put a finger in his ass because I put the prostate in there that needs stimulated. So you might want to give a little reach around as well. I don't know what all you're doing to your Jesus, but that's not in here. There's no mention of you're going to be able to sidestep everything you do, how you treat people. Fuck them. They don't matter. It's all about you. Those people that whatever shit you did, oh, they deserved it. Plus, that's just a way to get them to Jesus too. So it's all about the ends justify the means. Fuck how you treat people. Maybe it'll drive them to Jesus too. That's evil. The raped woman has to live with the rape that happened to her. The molested child, her life is permanently changed because of the actions of the child molester. But Jesus died to pay for the sins of the child molester, which is giving a great big fuck you to the woman that was raped, to the child that was molested. The harm that was caused to them don't matter. Jesus is saying, fuck you. I died to pay for the sin so that person could rape you all they want. The case I'd heard about, I don't remember the woman's name and so forth, but she was held prisoner for 20 fucking years, raped repeatedly by her sick father, had to give birth to children, locked in a fucking basement for 20 fucking years. And you're telling me Jesus died to pay for all sins, which includes that. And that if I don't accept this bullshit, that you want to turn around and claim that one, that he still loves you unconditionally. Fuckwad, you don't understand what unconditional means because you contradicted unconditional in the sentence above it. If you simply accept the Son's love, the Son loves you and willingly died for you specifically. If I have to accept anything, that's a fucking condition! You can't say he still loves you unconditionally. But there's this goddamn condition that you have to meet the condition, but yet it's unconditional. Jacob, you're a fucking idiot. You can't put a condition on something, then say it's unconditional. You're a fucking jackass. And yeah, Jerry's probably laughing his ass off right now. Everyone is equal in God's eyes. Yeah, that reminds me of, I think it was Dan Petta, that his one daughter had said, yeah, Daddy treats everyone the same, like shit. That's pretty much how I see the God of the Bible. And the aspect of the God of the Bible calling anyone evil, or Jesus calling anyone evil. That's the pot calling the kettle fucking... Yeah, the pot calling the kettle black, but there's a lot of kettles that aren't black. The thing is, I grew up with a mom that could be verbally abusive. And when she died in my 20s, I could have cared less. I had no emotion for her. I had a lot of anger to deal with at that time toward her because of what had happened during my childhood. But I had told Vicky, and that's Vicky, when she was alive, she didn't want to be in any video. Even if I would be making a video, she wouldn't even be upstairs with me. Because she didn't want any chance of being on video. And she would probably want to kill me for putting her pictures in this video, but I hope she would understand why. I had told her that there's nothing that she could do, or that she had to do, to earn my love. That I loved her unconditionally. It didn't require a damn thing. Jacob, you're too fucking stupid to understand true love or unconditional love. Because your dumbass wants to, if you simply accept, that's a condition! Do not, Jacob, give me a condition! If you simply condition! And then he loves you unconditionally. You're a fucking jackass! Take your Jesus, turn him sideways, and stick him straight up your fucking ass. Go past the fucking prostate. Take your Jesus and fucking spin on it. If a Jesus exists, I don't want to be around him forever. I just want 5 fucking minutes in a room with no windows. I'll give Jesus some wall-to-wall fucking counseling. Then he can fucking forgive me. After I give him the beating of his goddamn life. And yeah, I know where the hammer and nails are too. I could hammer and nail his fucking ass all I want. The thing is, you cannot give a condition and then say, it's unconditional. Fuck you and your stupid Jesus. But, see, Vicky would not like that side of me. She had seen it a few times. That's the pit bull. But that is the part of me that is also extremely protective. It is the side of me that is basically, do not fuck with those I love. I will fucking kill you. The thing is, real love doesn't require anything. If you have to, I mean, there is nothing. Even if I would have a biological child, well, let me just do something quick. Because this is something, when I was in the hospital, there was one point, they tried saying I had high blood pressure because they would do the high blood pressure, the tests type of shit, and my blood pressure was coming up at the hospital. It was coming up quite fucking high. But they also wouldn't let me have these guys. And at one point, I said I wanted to have what I called my kids, emotional support. And I flipped out at one point when the woman had said, well, they'd have to be washed in hot water. Look at something. Look at his eyes. Look at his fucking eyes. They're plastic. You put him in hot water, you could destroy him. You could melt those fucking eyes. This may just be a stuffed animal to you guys. But if you're working in a hospital with somebody that is there to deal with emotional issues of losing someone that they loved, and you threaten to take away their emotional support, and you don't think they're gonna flip out on your ass and rip you a new asshole, you are fucking kidding. You're fucking delusional. Yeah, I get fucking pissed. The thing is, even though they're stuffed, I'd kill for them. Because they're a part of Vicky that I'll always have. The love that I have for her with them is eternal. This is something I don't think you Christians understand. I don't give a fuck about your Jesus. You can take your pale Christ and shove him up your ass. I don't need it. And if you think, because I reject your bullshit, that I should be tortured, fuck you. You're the evil bastard. I don't wish torture on anybody, even you, Jacob. But if you want me tortured because I'm not like you, fuck you. That is the evil. It's not the atheist. It's not the one saying, I don't believe you. It's you. This is why I get mad. I wasn't planning on being on camera. But I had to show that. Because the thing is, if I would have biological kids, this is something another woman had said to me, the aspect of, she had said she thinks I'd be great with, that I'd be a very good father. And it's probably true. I sure as hell would be very much aware of if I would display any, to use the term, tendencies toward verbal abuse. I would be very aware of it. And I would, if it would happen once, I would work very hard on myself. That, goddamn, I'm not doing that again. Even if it would mean having to find another way. I would change myself because I'll be goddamned. I would not put a child through what my mom did to me. And the thing is, now, as an adult, I'm no longer angry at my mom. I understand. However, even the person I am today, as much as I can understand and okay, I understand why you did what you did. It's still not right. I would still say, if you keep doing the same fucking thing, don't tell the person, oh, I'm sorry. That's like the wife beater constantly smacking the wife around, and then after every beating be, oh, I'm sorry. No, you're not. If you were, you would stop fucking doing it. But you don't. So don't blow the smoke up the person's ass and be, oh, I'm sorry. No, you're not. But most of all, don't tell me that I have to meet some condition, then try claiming it's unconditional. You're a jackass that doesn't understand what unconditional means. You wouldn't know unconditional love if it kicked you in the dick. It really infuriates me. Christians don't grasp unconditional. To them, everything has to have a condition. There must be a condition to everything with Christians. Christians have to have conditions. It's all about conditions. You have to do this. You must do what I want. But then they'll say, it's unconditional. I don't want to say they're fucking retarded. But goddamn. If you put a condition on something, Jacob, don't try blowing smoke up my ass and calling it unconditional. All you're showing me is you're a fucking idiot that doesn't know what unconditional actually means. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Later, people.